So our new anime starts with Ittoki, a normal middle school boy, and the one who follows him is Kusetsu. Ittoki's mother orders her to keep an eye on him so he doesn't miss his training. As he was walking to class, he perfectly dodged a truck that was about to hit him, and there was also someone stalking him. His mother, Yumika, is a widow who runs a convenience store with Tokisada, Raya, and Mitsuzu. Then, the other day, Ittoki received a love confession from a junior Satomi Tsubaki. Because it was the first time in his life that Ittoki received a love confession, he was overjoyed and agreed to go out with her. Later, it was written to his face that Yumika guessed it right that Ittoki is going on a date. She appears to be happy, but knowing that Ittoki has never even spoken to her or known anything about her, she wanted Ittoki to drop the idea of going out. But Ittoki didn't listen to her and continued to meet with her, and right away she invited Ittoki to her home. As she stripped down and pushed Ittoki down, she suddenly began to show much more affection. But Ittoki thought it was some kind of prank she was playing, and then various people in suits appeared, including Kusetsu, who appeared with Raya and Mitsuzu and took him away. They were surrounded once more and told Ittoki to get away from her. As he fled, the entire city went dark, and he sought assistance from a cop, but he was once again surrounded by unknown attackers. However, Tokisada arrived and saved Ittoki, and after they took Ittoki to his family house, Yumkia revealed to him that they are a ninja village family named Aga. Ninja have a long history in the world, but nowadays they blend in with society to conceal their existence. Even today, there are several hidden ninja villages, but the most troublesome of which is Koga Ninja Village. They also carried out the recent attack on Ittoki. Because Ittoki is the 19th successor of the Agaa village, he is the next in line to become the village's new chief. And the Koga ninjas are now after his life, but it was a lot to take in. Being a regular middle schooler to the ninja village's chief. So Yumika realized Ittoki might not be able to handle it and ordered Tokisada to escape with Ittoki so he could live his normal life. Being a village chief was not something Yumika desired. She was just a regular person like Ittoki. Her husband Ittoki's father was the village chief but was killed in an attack, and the situation in the village became unstable. But unlike Ittoki, she did not panic and assumed the role of chief in his father's stead to rule the Aga village. After this, he realized what he needed to do, and the assassin sent by Koga village has decided to try to kill Ittoki again. Koga's previous village chief was killed by Iga Ninja's village, and they are now attempting to destroy Iga village. So, with Koga's eyes fixed on Ittoki, he can no longer return to his normal life. Instead, he has two options. First, flee to a nearby island and return when he is ready to assume the position of chief. Instead, attend the Ninja Academy, which is constantly supervised by the NSC, the National Ninjutsu Security Measures Committee. Because of a terrible war in the past, NSC was created to prevent incidents like that from occurring. In order to enter the Ninja Academy, Ittoki must pass a basic ninja test. The test resembles a hide-and-seek game in which the seeker must locate the person in 10 minutes, and Ittoki is in for a rough time because Satomi has returned to kill him. Tokisada and Kusetsu became aware of their involvement and were now secretly protecting Ittoki in this test, but their numbers were too large for them to have taken them out secretly, so Tokisada and Kusetsu apprehended them all before they could harm Ittoki, but due to their interference, Ittoki was unable to pass the test. However, Koga covered it up by claiming that the ninja who attempted to kill Ittoki were the ninja who had been abolished from the Koga village. Even so, Ittoki was admitted to the academy because during the exam, he activated the fire alarm to evacuate ordinary people from the store. He prioritizes their safety over his own. So Ittoki arrived at the Ninja Academy with Kusetsu, and while on station, he was thrilled to meet Ryoko. But bad luck followed him, as he came across Koga village troublemakers. But Kirei got him away from there in time and saved his life. Koga is a much more influenced ninja village than the others, which is why all of the students avoid interacting with them. Koga already holds a grudge against Aga because they believe the previous Koga chief was murdered by Aga ninjas. Ban Suzuku openly admits that he will kill Ittoki to avenge him. So Ittoki went to the dorms and settled in, and as the day progressed, the new class arrived to learn how to use their ninja suit, which is made of special ninja cores. They must all climb the tower and bring a manju from there before the principal eats it all. Ittoki is unable to move in his ninja suit at first, so Ryoko assists him with his suit and Ittoki is finally able to move. But the Koga ninjas were up to their dirty tricks and took away Kurei's manju. And they were now bullying Ittoki as well, but due to the appearance of Principal Juzan, they all backed down. But during that skirmish, Ittoki smartly stole his manju and gave it to Kurei so she could complete this task. Unfortunately for Ittoki, the last manju was eaten away. Kogas were up to no good, and the culprit in the Koga chief murder case was still at loose, So the first division of the NSC was assigned to this case, and the leader of the division tasked Shione with investigating Tokisada. Because of his unrivaled abilities, they all suspect him of being the Koga chief's murderer. Koga's previous chief, Kishimaru, was one of the strongest ninja, so killing him only required someone like Tokisada. On Itaki's side, the exam was coming up in a few days, so he was prepared to work day and night to get a perfect score. But this exam was different. In fact, it was completely opposite. In this exam, students had to successfully locate the answer sheet that the teacher had hidden somewhere in the school. That sheet contains the answer to the upcoming exam, and they must not be caught while attempting to steal the answer sheet or they will fail the exam. For this test, 2 new guys joined Ittoki and his friends. They chose a target, and that night they all devised a strategy to obtain the answer sheet from the teacher's locker. However, Ittoki is still inexperienced with ninja tools, but Kure and others cover for him. But, seeing them, Himura of the Koga came to cause them more trouble. Kusetsu dealt with them on her own. While she was occupied with Himura, Ittoki and others, they managed to obtain the answer sheet. However, after receiving that message, Koga abruptly returned and left. At the same time, Tokisada was looking into Kisamaru's death because he had infiltrated the Koga base, and Shione from the NSC 1st Division was following him for the clue, but neither Tokisada nor Shione were successful. But Tokisada was aware that he was being followed, so he used Shione as a bait to get out of there in a calm manner, and the answer Ittoki and his friend stole was incorrect. The questions were not the same as the ones they stole from the teacher's office. Because the Koga ninja knew ahead of time that Ittoki was going to target the teacher's locker, they changed the answer sheet before they arrived. So it was clear that someone from there had betrayed them. While Tokisada was unable to obtain the intel from Koga, he turned to the chief of Saiga Village. Saiga Village is a well-known ninja clan known for producing ninja tools, but the Koga recently pulled their deal from them, and it was causing significant damage to their village. So while Tokisada was in the Koga's office, he placed an order for 10,000 ninja tools for Saiga. And the person in charge of the deal with Saiga was he who was completely unaware of it. So, with this assistance, Tokisada learned that Koga intended to steal the secret ninja core of the Iga village. The village of Iga ninjas contains a ninja core with infinite energy, capable of making any ninja godlike. But everyone thought it was just rumors, but the core was real, and the information was only passed down to the village chief. Aside from that, in his previous test, Ittoki's partner Nemoto began his summer vacation earlier than the others. However, before summer break, the end-of-term exam begins, in which students must take care of themselves or risk receiving a life-threatening wound during the test. And it was the ideal opportunity for Ban Suzaku of the Koga to murder Ittoki. So Kusetsu devised a plan in which Ittoki would steal a ninja's core and then hide until the exam was over. While Kusetsu, she would kill Suzuku on her own because he was threatening Ittoki's life. And, after witnessing how Koga's elite students were targeting Ittoki, Ryoko gave Ittoki a mask that changes appearance. And they were aware of the mole all along and caught him red-handed. Nemoto did it because the Koga ninjas threatened him, that they will wipe out their village, and from such a small village, he has no choice but to agree to do what they have asked of him. So Ittoki assumed the form of Nemoto and addressed the Himura there. But it turns out they all made this plan to trick Kusetsu and Ittoki from the beginning, Himura taking place of Suzaku because Suzaku was planning to kill Ittoki. He first separated him from his elite bodyguard Kusetsu. On the other hand, Ittoki realized he couldn't beat Suzuku and fled, fleeing as far as he could despite receiving fatal injuries from him. As Ittoki approached his location, he took out Suzuku on his own. He had the chance to kill him, but he didn't. As a result, Suzuku backed away from him. But Himura wanted to take out Kusetsu so she wouldn't interfere with Suzuku, so they used an explosion on their own to kill Kusetsu. But their attempt failed, and they all barely survived. But, in the end, it demonstrates that there was another traitor in Ittoki's group, and it was Kure who revealed Ittoki and Kusetsu's plan to Suzuku. Kure and Ryoko intend to spend their summer vacation at Ittoki's family home, and as soon as she arrived, she began gathering information about the traps set up in the house and began sending it to Suzuku. Kure's father taught her to deceive and trick others from a young age, but seeing Mitsuzo thanking them for being friends with Ittoki despite the situation he is in with Koga, he expressed his gratitude to them. She began to second-guess herself, wondering if she was wrong to deceive such kind people. So, what will occur? Now will Ittoki survive and expose Koga's plans, or will he fall victim to their scheme? To find out, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon.